Oh, look, we got beaten to the punch right early in that game. Really, they really dominated around the ruck area, which, defensively, we couldn't get any control. And so then once we felt uncomfortable in that position, we tried to sort of trick our way out, which you can't do in Origin. So, it was very disappointing.
Disappointed with the lack of resilience, Greeny. Look, obviously they're a quality team, but you sort of folded in midfield pretty quickly.
Yeah, as I said, where we needed to just tighten up and fight a bit harder. We, as I said, we looked for a bit of an easy way out to try and get ourselves back in the game. And at Origin level, there's no easy way. So we just had to roll the sleeves up and, as I said, fight our way back. But we doubled down on our problems and tried to trick our way, which then gave them more opportunity.
Well, Latrell and Tom Trbojevic obviously very good tonight. Do you have a plan to stop them in game 2, and do you think you can?
Oh yeah, we had a plan tonight. We just didn't execute it very well.
Gather, what were your emotions at full time?
Yeah, obviously pretty shattered.
Green, can the same group get the job done at Suncorp, or will you make some changes?
Oh look, that's not for tonight. That's for we'll have a look at the game closely and also have a look at our prep too. Obviously see if there's anything glaring that we got wrong from that point of view. From the kickoff, as I said tonight, we weren't in the contest.
It felt like obviously when you selected the team, there was obviously a lot of question marks over guys and hoping that they were going to be okay, and that's obviously cost you here, hasn't it?
Oh, again, it's easy to probably point at that, but again, you can't sort of make any soft excuses, and it is what it is. There's been times when teams have had that sort of preparation but got it right on the night, and trust that we've got some good players in our team, and you hope that they were ready to play. But as a group, we weren't tonight, so that can contribute to it. But as I said, it was what it was. It is what it is. So we needed to get over that and make sure we turned up ready to play.
You're the Lewis coach. How were you feeling as the points were racking up?
Oh, yeah, obviously disappointed, very disappointed. Yeah, but it's a team thing. It's not about me. And we're all pretty shattered in there.
How do you bounce back from that?
Like Greeny said, we've got to look at our preparation. Obviously, to rock up and play like we did tonight, we've got a few things wrong. Not just the execution tonight, but probably in the way we prepared. So, got a bit of time to think about it, but I think we've got the right people to fix it.
So you brought the boys together at full time and had a chat to them then. What did you say to them?
Yeah, it really wasn't much, yeah. There was very little, to be fair. Yeah.
Greeny, what could you possibly got wrong in your preparation?
Look, it's a new group in some respects, new coach with me, so what I probably might have let go through the week in terms of execution, I may not have had I had a bit more of a bond with the team. Bond's probably not the right word, but had I had a bit more experience with them. But as I said, it is what it is. It's about learning from it and making sure we don't let it happen again.
There wasn't many injury concerns around your forwards, especially. Are you most disappointed in their performance? They didn't really stand up against their opponents.
Well, it's sort of. It's an area we got well and truly beaten at. The ruck, as I said, often we had a man out of play and couldn't get off our line because the ruck was too quick. They were very good in that area, so it's definitely an area we need to get better at.
Cheers. Do you take something out of like the last couple of series? New South Wales have had a big win, and you've often been able to respond.
It's going to have to be the way we look at it, mate. Tonight's damage was pretty big, but it is only 1-0. So I know the scoreline reflects pretty poorly upon us, but the reality is it is only 1-0 and there's 2 games to go. So we can turn the tide, but they've got a lot of momentum in their corner and we've got a lot of work to do.
Just on how hard is it to think it's only 1-0 when the scoreline is such a big gap?
It's different for everyone, but personally I'm pretty good at sort of putting those things into reality and context. So it's not going to take away the disappointment and the feeling I'm feeling right now. But like I said, mate, over the next couple of days, we'll get it right. We'll sort it out. We'll go back to our clubs and we'll start building it back together.
That's Queensland's biggest loss in Origin history. Do you hope your teammates take that personally, going to Suncorp?
I'm sure we will, mate. It's a pretty sort of grim feeling in that shed at the moment, and yeah, there's really not a lot to sort of. It's hard to explain, mate. It's a pretty sort of dim feeling. So yeah, we've got a lot of work to do, but I do believe we can get out of this.
I think you finished with 3 players on report: Cam Munster, Mo, and one more. Are you concerned, particularly about the Munster incident? He seemed to kick out at, I can't remember who it was, but you're concerned about those 3 incidents?
Oh, it's hard to say. You know, I haven't had a look at them, so until you get a look at them closely, it's hard to comment.
Greeny, maybe a pretty difficult question with so many different factors, but on the field, how much better do you need to be to beat this blue side?
Oh, look, if you a scoreline like that, it's easy to say plenty. But if you look at just improving a couple of key areas, in particular defensively, I'm not talking about tries conceded there. I'm just talking about trying to get some control there, because one thing flows into another in a game. You know, our last play options were pretty poor again because we just didn't feel like we had any time to get set and to execute properly. So if you fix a couple of those key things up, you know, a lot can flow off the back of that. But we've got to have to work hard to fix that.
Taylor, you know, like you play with Tom, so how he did tonight. Like when he plays like that, is there actually much of a game plan? How do you actually come up with a game plan to stop him?
Yeah, there's a way to limit it. He's